Alright guys, I'm finally done with this seeding job. Now, this site right here I hadn't showed y'all yet, but this is the other site from that site over there. Now that over there is where y'all have been watching me rock pick and rock rake and work, is over there. And you can see I've put straw on that steep bank over there that kept washing away to help, possibly. But this side over here is just a hair bit bigger, and there's two brush piles here. There's one here and one up above it. Those are going to stay. The owner's supposed to take care of those. I don't know what he's going to do with them because it's just stumps and rocks and stuff, but he thinks he's going to burn the stumps. He's going to have a hard time. And the rocks and stuff, you know, I didn't know what else to do with them. They're going to have to either be hauled off, or they're going to have to be a big hole dug around here somewhere and bury them. And we didn't talk about doing that. But there's fence all around this one. The parkway is just right at the top of the hill. So, and then there's fence down this side. There's nowhere over here to dump them. So, anyway, that's where they got put for now. But it's all been drilled, and then with oats, and then broadcast with annual rye and Kentucky 31, and then a cultipacker was run over it, and you can see the grooves that the cultipacker left, and there is a little bit of sticks and stuff on it, but it's all going to be, this is going to be pasture. So, you know, he may even leave those piles. It's not going to bother the cattle. It's just going to look bad is all. But anyway, he wanted this done basically as cheap as possible. So there you go. Maybe later on he can pay to have them hauled off or a hole dug or something. But the guy, I didn't do the clearing here. The guy that done the clearing, he done it for free, because him and the guy that owns this land and the guy that done the clearing are big buddies, and they swap work back and forth. So the guy that owns this land is a body man. He does body work. But it seems like a really nice guy. This is the only work I've ever done for him though. But he got a heck of a deal on all this clearing, because this is about 7 acres of clearing he got done for basically nothing. And then he got me to seed it for basically nothing. Nah, he's gonna pay me to seed it. But my poor tractor, it's been working hard for me and doing a really good job, but it's kind of gotten in bad shape over here. I'll show you what I mean. It's been in the mud, and it's been in the dust. You can see all the dust on top of the cab. I know this camera's not really showing the dust on the loader very good, but the loader and the tractor's brown. The glass is basically brown. The fenders you can see real good there. And then you got mud all over the wheels and the tires. Look at the dust on the fenders up here. I mean, I know, like the cab filters right there, I know it's full of dust. The whole back of the tractor is full of dust, and we'll have to blow the engine air filter out. It's just, right there is where the mud's coming from. And this is really aggravating, because this is the only access that I know of. There may be another way to get in here, but this is the only way he showed me to get in here. Is this gate right here. And this gate forces you to drive through a swamp to get in here. So all 4 tractors I had over here have got mud all over them from trying to get through this swamp right here. The problem is there's a spring right here, and the spring is getting in. Well, what happens is you drive through here and you leave grooves. So the spring is trying to run across the road here, but it can't because it gets in the grooves, and then you have to drive through it, and then the more you drive through it, the more it stirs it up, and the more it stirs it up, the bigger it gets, and the bigger it gets, the messier it gets, and then it gets all over your tractor, and it kind of makes a big mess. So that's what's happened here, and I'm not real thrilled about it. And then I've been dragging mud all out through this driveway and up the state road, and anyway, it's kind of a bad situation, and there's not anything, I mean, I don't know. It needs some, what it needs is a pipe right here to drain the water, and then fill this back up and let it dry out, put some rock on it and stuff. Yes, I probably could have put some of that trash in there, but that's not really a good way to do that, because that stuff is full of I mean, there's a lot of rocks, but it's probably 50% roots and sticks, and that's not a good thing to be putting in a hole like that. Roots and sticks is not a good thing to put in there, because that'll just cause a bigger issue later. What really needs to happen is some drainage work, and then some pipe work for drainage, and then fill that hole back in, and it needs to dry. Then maybe even put some big rock in the hole. That would be good. You know, just depends on how much you'd want to spend. The cheap way out, I would think, would be to put the pipe in and then fill it in with just dirt. Maybe put some gravel on top of it, maybe not. You wouldn't even have to put gravel on it. Once you got the water to quit running in there, it would dry up and it would be a solid road again. But anyway, right now it's not a solid road. Oh, and you probably noticed this cultipacker. This is a cultipacker, or what I call a cultipacker. It's a Brillion, and it will seed too. You can put seed down with it, but it doesn't work real good. We don't use the seed box much. It leaks a lot. But this is how I transport it, because it doesn't have any wheels. You can get these with wheels, but this one doesn't have any wheels. So this is how I transport it down the road or whatever. However I got to move it, or wherever I got to go with it, this is how I move it. And it is very heavy, but this tractor handles it all right. But anyway, I just wanted to give y'all an update that I got this done. The only other thing I got to do is put fertilizer on it. And I was going to get fertilizer today, but the fertilizer plant, I called and the mixer was broke down and couldn't load me today. So it's supposed to rain tonight, and then it's supposed to kind of rain on and off all next week. So I don't know when I'll get the fertilizer put on it, but I'll get it on there eventually. It needs a lot of fertilizer. It needs like 500 pounds an acre. I don't know what the numbers are on the fertilizer, but it's on the soil samples. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, there's an update on everything, basically. Tractor and land project. Alright, talk to y'all later. Oh, I got 35 hours on the tractor now. It's doing good.